Fine. With me now is
Yasir. It's my first time casting.
yeah. So we're watching Imaad on Black White Black White Eldrazi taxes and Hamza on Amulet Titan.
Yeah, they've started already.
So it looks like Hamza has the dream start of turn 1 Amulet, or maybe this. Yeah, I think it's turn 1 Scout into turn 2 Amulet into Explore. So we're gonna see a lot of land drops from Hamza. So I think we may see Simic Growth Chamber into. Okay, so we see Ancient Stirrings. Oh, okay, and he found another Amulet of Vigor. Oh, 2 Amulet of Vigors. So I assume he's gonna take an Amulet of Vigor. And I believe he still has mana floating. So I'm not sure how much mana Hamza has left, but he could summon his pact for an Azusa and then make some more land drops again.
Yeah, the first time I played against this deck, I was so confused. So what is the Amulet deck trying to do?
It is trying to get a Primeval Titan onto the battlefield as soon as possible, and then using some utility lands to protect it, and then getting in for a whole bunch of damage.
Okay. Yeah, I know the deck goes pretty quick, like turn 2 you could get the...
Yeah, you can get the combo with just like Amulet and some other Amulets and Azuses and the such. I think, yeah, we're gonna see that.
Another Amulet.
Okay, so he's not gonna deploy the Summoners Pact yet. I think he's wanting to look for the prime time. So Imaad has the Ghost Quarter, which is pretty good news for him. The only bad thing is that Hamza is going to be able to make all the mana before Imaad has the chance.
The Ghost Quarter.
Yeah.
So what is there a way to interrupt that?
I believe there's a trick you can use with the Secure Tribe Scout, as it's an enter the battlefield trigger, so I believe you get all the mana straight away. So Hamza has 2 Amulet of Vigors, so he's gonna play the Growth Chamber for 4 mana, probably bounce it, do it again.
Just make a lot of mana.
Yeah, make a lot of mana, cast the Summoner's Pact, get the Titan, and then I believe he can win this turn as long as he can cast 1 Titan, because the Titan with 2 amulets finds another Titan, finds another Titan, and then he gets the Slayer's Stronghold, gives them all haste, and then attacks
Just goes off.
Yeah. So I think Imaad's trying to ask if he can do something with the trigger on the stack. And I think Hamza's gonna. Okay, so I think Imaad has a response here. I assume that's what's being asked. Okay, yeah. Hamza's also asking the question of what happens here.
Okay. What do you, between the two decks, which one do you think is favored? Game 1?
Game 1 definitely Hamza's deck, because it's the combo deck and more explosive. So Hamza's gonna. Okay, he's gonna Ghost Quarter.
Picking up.
Oh, okay, Hamza made the mana in response.
Okay.
And is looking. So he's gonna get the Ghost Quarter off of. He's gonna get a forest off of Ghost Quarter and still be able to cast the Sun Titan, because he still made the 4 mana, I assume. That's why he also tapped the thing. So I believe Imaad is still very dead here. It's just gonna be. Oh, maybe he doesn't have the 4 mana? Oh no, he doesn't. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't work that way. So Imaad does get to. Okay, so I think Hamza can still win here, because as long as he has another bounce land, he can put it into play with the Scout. And then he gets to get a bazillion Titans. But he only has 4 mana? Okay, so that might be awkward. Oh, but he has 2 Scouts. Okay, so you can put the other one in.
Lands.
Okay, yeah. So he can do it. Okay, so he's just explaining to Imaad that he can do it.
Yeah.
Make a bunch of mana, and then he gets a whole bunch of untapped triggers. Okay, so he's going through the motions here, but I don't think it matters, because the prime time hits. He's going to get 2 bounce lands. Each of those make 4 mana. Yeah.
And how does he actually attack with the
Okay, so
Titan?
actually the way he wins here is, I believe he has to get Talaria West and Simic Growth Chamber. Because the Talaria West is going to make... Oh no, he has to go through... Yeah, he has to go for the haste line. Okay, so he's going to be able to give the Titan Vigilance and haste, and then he's going to bounce... Okay, so he's going to give it plus 6 plus O, I believe. Oh, and then he's going to get the double strike. Okay. So he didn't activate it that many times, but he's going to deal the full 20. Okay, so we saw the turn 2 there?
That was really quick.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, there's nothing you could have done.
Yeah, he even had the ghost quarter, but in the end it didn't even matter.
Yeah. Lucky we left Imaad's life total on 0 already. So.
Yeah.
Let's just put it back. So do you want to look at the sideboards?
Yeah, let's have a look at the sideboards. Okay. So
basically we want to see how much hate Imaad can bring in on this.
Okay, so from the sideboards we can see that Hamza has a couple tools. So if Imaad's on Eldrazi taxes, the braids are going to be good as it kills both his creatures and the Ether Vials, I assume, that he's playing.
Yeah.
Fire Spots is a good way of clearing up the creatures. Engineered Explosives is just good against a creature deck, as most of their creatures are 1, 2, or 3 mana. We could also see the Hornet Queen, as it's a very good blocker and there's not much that can block it. From Imaad's point of view, the cards I see here that are good are so the Leonin Relic Water serves as like a Fiend Hunter for artifacts or enchantments. So we may see him bring that in to get rid of amulets. I'm not the biggest fan of Sell the Wreckage, because once they've attacked, they've already got all their lands into play, so it doesn't really matter. The Worship is kind of cool, because the deck still has to deal damage to win, and it's not the best deck at getting rid of creatures.
Yeah, so if we look at the removal spells,
there's a Braid, but there's nothing that answers Worship. The rest I can't really see. He may bring in the cons, as it might be better than something that's already in his deck, but other than that, I can't see much he's bringing. And I think Imaad, from what we've seen on the video, I think he's just bringing in the Worship and maybe looking to bring in something else.
But settle the wreckage. I mean, if you could exile the Titans, doesn't that just pull out the deck?
The issue with that is, once they attack, they can set up a failsafe with getting a Simic Growth Chamber and Talaria West. So the Talaria West can just search for a Summoners Pact, which finds you another Titan.
Okay.
So it doesn't really get you anywhere, unfortunately. But
usually one Titan is just good enough.
Like one Titan is often good enough. From Imaad's main deck, he actually has a lot of protection in this matchup. He has 3 Field of Runes and 4 Ghost Quarters. So he has a lot of land destruction in this matchup, as well as Leonin Arbiter, which makes searching your library, which this deck does often, a lot, makes that hard, as well as Thalia taxing on some of the key spells. Thornot can also hit the right spot at the right time.
So Imaad has a lot of good answers. It's just he has to get past turn 2 at least. Okay, we got the hand cam sorted out.
So we're going to be able to have a look at what these players are shuffling up.
So in the modern IQ, what is the winner? What does the winner get?
Okay, so the winner, I believe, gets a top 8 playmat, a couple product, and a plane ticket to any Grand Prix they wish to attend in the next coming year. So a lot to play for here. And these players are doing pretty well with their record so far.
I believe Hamza got a bye, so this is actually his first game that he's actually playing.
And hopefully we can see some maybe more interactive games rather than being
Just-
killed on turn 2.
Yeah.
Hamza had a rough day, as I believe he plays this deck a lot on Magic Online, but has never actually played the deck on paper. And
Okay.
he decided to play this deck 12 hours ago. So
Okay. I've heard that he's gone 5-0 on Magic Online.
oh
In a
yeah,
league with it,
he's
yeah.
done that a couple
Yeah.
times, I've heard.
Yeah.
And it's pretty interesting how he got the buy and now he wanted to do the
Yeah.
first game of Magic he's played today.
Yeah.
So if that's not a sign for success, I don't know what is. So I think Imaad's going to want to set up Lina and Arbiter as quick as he can.
He's
And
got an ETH vial in hand.
from what I can see, it looks like he has a lot of colorless lands.
Yeah.
So that lines up better with the Eldrazi draws, but it looks like this is more of the Hate Bears draw.
Yes.
So
But he's keeping it.
yeah, it looks like he's keeping it. I think you have to be pretty aggressive with your mulligans, so we're gonna have to see what Imaad's got to play with here.
What's it looking like for Hamza at the moment?
Okay, so I see an Azusa, a Gemstone Mine, a Tireless Tracker, a couple of
Okay.
Ancient Stirrings.
Oh.
The sound looks pretty decent.
Yeah. I'm
So I think
surprised he decided in the Tireless Tracker though.
yeah, the
It was-
Tireless Tracker is a little interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the grindiest matchup, but
yeah. Maybe Hamza was thinking about that.
I
Just in
think
case he didn't go off.
I think his idea is because Imaad's deck is very focused on Ghost Quarters and Field of Ruins, you
Okay.
want to be able to use the basic lands that you're getting, and the best way to do that is Tireless Tracker.
Oh, I see.
So you can get as many clues as you can.
Okay.
So I think I don't see a bunch of Eldrazi. So yeah, Imaad's very reliant on this Ether Vial, as I don't think he has white mana he can produce.
Yeah.
He's
And
sitting
both
with
Displacer and the Thalia are gonna need white mana.
yeah. So it looks like he's sitting with an Eldrazi Temple and
Oh,
ooh,
no.
okay. So this game might actually be over now. The braid on the Ether Vial is gonna. I think he might actually have to go for Ghost Quarter on his own Eldrazi Temple just for white mana.
Oh, that'd be a sweet play.
It might, yeah, we're gonna see it. Okay, so yep, he has to do it. Get the planes, and then I think he's gonna deploy the Thalia and try and tax Hamza some more. Okay, so this is definitely a more interactive game,
Yeah.
but it's kind of awkward for Imaad.
Yeah, of course, blowing up your lands. Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
So, but I think his hand has just enough interaction that he might be okay. And the cool thing with Flicker Wisp in this matchup is you can bounce lands ish,
Okay,
so you can like slow them down. Okay, so he has those Eldrazi Temple, so you can just
Okay.
play Displacer.
that's nice.
Okay, so he can. Okay, ooh. Yeah, I guess he has to deploy a 3-drop there, and that's the best one he's got. They can cast.
Yeah. So what is the purpose of Eldrazi Displacer in this deck? I mean, what are you bouncing exactly?
So what it can do is tap down creatures
Okay,
that your
yeah.
opponents control as they re-enter the battlefield, but they enter tapped.
Tapped, okay.
Yeah, and it can bounce some of the value creatures seen in this deck, like Wasteland Strangler. Is he on the mono white version or is he on the white black version? He's on the
I
white
think
black.
white
version.
black,
Okay,
yeah.
so he can bounce Wasteland Stranglers and he can do shenanigans with Thought Not Seers and Blade Splices and the such.
Yeah. I wonder if he might actually running.
Okay, so we're seeing Hamza playing more of the value game and not comboing off straight away. So he played Amulet just to ramp a little bit, and we're gonna see a Stirrings, and I think he's just looking for some more bounce lands. They can, yeah, I believe he's gonna take a bounce land here. Yeah, so I think he still has access to 1 or 2 more land drops. So we're gonna see play the Growth Chamber, pick something else up, and then if he has another land drop, play it again, play another land. So we may see the play of Okay, no,
He's got another Stirrings in hand as well.
yeah, but I believe he used all his land drops. Okay, so for Imaad, what can he do here? See, what you can do here is if you play a Flicker Wisp on a bounce land, they still have to bounce another land to their hand when it re-enters.
Oh, I see.
So it serves a way of stone raining them for a
Yeah.
turn. So I think we may see that play as he wants to get aggressive. So I think we're gonna see the Flickerwisp bounce the Gruul Turf.
Looks like he's thinking about playing Thalia though.
Yeah, I don't know how Thalia's gonna line up against Hamza's hand of Tireless Tracker and Prime Time.
Especially since he has so many lands already. I mean, he can cast a lot.
So Hamza's on all lands and a couple of creatures, and and Imaad did go in fact go for the Thalia. So I'm not sure about this line because I think so. Hamza has so he has 3 land drops and he has 5 mana. So I believe he can still just cast the Titan. So he can. Okay, he's not going for that line. Okay, so he's gonna play Tireless Tracker and then he's gonna play some bounce lands and get some clues.
Yeah, I think maybe Hamza's going for the value game ahead of just trying to go off with the Titan.
Yeah.
And so Imaad's trying to protect, to kind of slow him down with that.
Okay, so I think Hamza's gonna go for the Ancient Strengths now, because he can maybe still get some value off Amulet of Vigor if that's his draw. So he's floating red mana, and what's he gonna find here? So he finds the Amulet, and he still has a red floating. So yeah, he's gonna find the Amulet, and I think as long as Hamza still has a bounce land in his hand, with the help of Azusa, he's gonna be able to go off here. He's gonna cast the Amulet of Vigor with the mana floating. Nope. Yep. Okay. It seems like maybe he's floating enough mana. Okay. I believe there was a way that Hamza could have played Prime Titan there, because he had the 1 mana floating from. Oh no, he couldn't. Yeah. He could only make 4 or 5 mana, I think.
How does he get Primeval Titan into his hand? I mean, I don't know, I didn't see it in his hand though, so maybe. He just
I do believe Hamza does have it in his hand, but there are multiple ways of getting Prime Time into your hand. Whether it's the hard way of getting Talaria West and then searching for Summoner's Pact and then the Prime Titan, or just drawing Prime Titan or Summoner's Pact. So if we look at Imaad's hand, we can see that he is working with a Flickerwisp and a Restoration Angel. So I think I don't know what he's supposed to. Okay, he's
holding it up.
Yeah, he's holding up both the Displacer and the Restoration Angel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Imaad's going for the more reactive game. I don't know how that lines up though with Hamza going off though, if you can interrupt that in any way.
I think Hamza's already gotten all of the value he needs with the Tireless Tracker, so I think this might be lights out for Imaad. So here he's gonna find Slayer Stronghold. Oh no. Okay, so he's gonna find Simic, Growth Chamber, and Talaria West, because I think he can make another Titan this turn.
Yeah. I think maybe multiple Titans would be the line, because if he just kind of bounces the lone Titan each turn, you can kind of tempo that. Is that
the only
line you go for?
That is a line he can. Okay, so we're gonna see that play. So he's gonna bounce the Talaria West with the Simic Growth Chamber, make the 3 mana, and then transmute it straight away. So I'm hoping Hamza, he's gonna tap the mana, bounce it, and he's gonna discard it. Maybe he already has a Sun Titan or something. Okay, now he's trying to figure out what's going on. So we may actually see if he boarded in a Hornet Queen or such. So you might be pondering on some of the sideboard creatures he could have put in.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna end up transmuting the Talaria West and grabbing. Yeah, okay. So we see the Transmutant Talaria West finding Engineered Explosives or Walking Ballista if he's not, because the Summoner's Pact is at the front of his hand, so it can't be that. Maybe a land? Okay, so he finds the Ballista.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this is a good way of getting rid of the Thalia and he has a bunch of mana, so he can just pump all of his mana into that every turn.
Oh.
And
Walking Ballista is just a blowout. Like, I mean,
oh,
you
yeah,
can make so much mana.
And I think Hamza was just short on casting the second Titan, because I don't think he had another. He didn't have enough lands. Okay. So
Restoration.
You're not. So Restoration Angel here. This is putting Hamza on quite the clock.
Yeah. So we've got on Hamza's side of the field the Tireless Tracker. He's got a Titan out, and what is the other?
Azusa. He's got an Azusa.
Okay. He's got some blockers though, so.
In his hand, he's got the Walking Ballista and an Ancient Stirrings, I believe. I'll double check for you now. So he is tapping a lot of mana, and we're gonna see what for. Okay, so it's gonna be a Ballista. Okay.
So Hamza's on 12.
Yeah, Hamza's on 12 here.
And Imaad is still on 20.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna see the attack with the Restoration Angel, putting Hamza down to 9.
And Flicker Wisp.
Okay, so the flick. I'm not sure what he's supposed to do now with the Flicker Wisp.
Holding up Path to Exile, perhaps?
We can have a look.
Because he has Path to Exile in his hand. So
does he?
Yeah.
Okay. So we know he has Path. Path is very good against Prime Titan, but it has an awkward interaction with Amulet Vigor as the land enters tapped and then untaps, right?
Okay, yeah.
So draw step, upkeep, nope. Okay.
Maybe going for the active.
Actually, wait. Hamza doesn't have Prime Titan in play. He's sandbagging the Ballista, isn't he? Or does he have the Prime Titan?
I think
that is the Prime Titan. Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Yeah, so I think Hamza's gonna go to combat, and then Imaad's forced to. Okay, so Imaad has 6 power in the air, but he may look to exile the. I don't know. Because of the Walking Ballista makes it awkward. So he could go for a line like Path the Prime Titan, and then in his turn, blink both of Hamza's creatures and then get in for the last points of damage. But it may be difficult here. Okay, so I think this may be a combat path, yeah.
And this leaves him open to casting the
Ballista for a lot of mana, because the land just comes into play untapped. Hopefully Hamza remembers it. Okay, so Hamza has access to 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 mana. So we may see a Walking Ballista for 5 here.
That's a big boy.
So, oh no, we're gonna see a Formona here. Yeah, so he's gonna. Oh, he can transmute. Sure, he has the Talaria West. So we're gonna see another Sun Titan here, but I believe before attack is Imaad Path, so he's not gonna have access to attacking.
Yeah. Does Hamza have the option to give it haste at this point?
I believe it's after combat.
Okay.
I think Imaad would have passed it going to combat.
Okay.
So, oh no, oh, you can still no. It doesn't have that. Maybe I don't know.
So many lands.
Oh yeah. So if I think they're trying to figure out when this is being done, as I believe Imaad did a pre-combat.
So you could probably still. I mean, if you gave it haste, you could still combat.
The issue with that is pre-combat. You can only cast the creatures at sorcery speed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to give it haste. So if it had a flash creature, then he could get it in, like the trick with Celestial Colonnade in response to like a cryptic command.
Yeah.
They tap down all your creatures, then you like wake up a Colonnade after they've done that or something like that. So I think he's just gonna get some value lands. Okay, so we're gonna see Hamza go up to 11 life off the Radiant Fountain. And then... Okay, so Imaad, if he draws exactly Path to Exile, he can potentially win this game if Hamza doesn't deploy the Walking Ballista. Because then he has 2 Eldrazi lands, so he has 2 activations of the Displacer to remove 2 of Hamza's creatures. Actually, wait, does he have enough on the ground? No. Yeah, so he does in fact need to draw a Path to Exile if he would win in the next turn. Hamza sitting pretty with 11 clue tokens.
Wow, so much value.
Oh yeah. Kind of worried that Hamza hasn't even played the Walking Ballista, even if it's on 2 or 3 counters. So I think he's just gonna cash it in and play the Ballista on 2 or so. Okay. 3, 4? 4. Okay. So this is gonna stop a lot of Imaad's action. I don't know what Imaad could have here. Hamza has all the goods. He has Tireless Tracker, Walking Ballista, and Primeval Titan.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I mean, even at this point, Path to Exile is not.
Yeah, Path to
Exile.
Exile. Oh, okay, yeah, and it's gonna start pinging down. I think he should have maybe
pinged the Thalia.
Yeah, pinged the Thalia. Well. But he may be looking to get rid of the Displacer. I think it may be game, yeah, because Hamza has access to the Vesuva in his deck, and then he can make 2 double strike lands, and then even though Imaad can like get these creatures out of combat, there may be too much value, and then Walking Ballista provides a way to kill him with all the mana that Imaad's gonna give him from blinking.
What did Imaad draw? Did you see?
Let's have a look.
I mean,
so
he's holding it down.
Okay, so he's attacking with the Restoration Angel. He's tapping some mana. He's gonna blink the Walking Ballista. Okay, he shoots down the Displacer in response, and then he's gonna blink the Resto to blink the Displacer. Okay, this is a good line from Imaad. The only issue here is that he is tapped out, and that Hamza has access to Vesuva. Yeah, he just has access to Vesuva, copying a double strike land, and then copying the Boris Garrison to make okay, he drew Hornet Queen. I believe the game might be over here. Okay, so the math is Imaad's on 20, and how big can Hamza make but it doesn't have trample. The Titan has trample. Yeah. So he can give how big can you make the Titan? Okay, I think he's just gonna go for the value game. He's just gonna cast Hornet Queen. Yeah. And I believe he can still make the play of giving the Titan double strike. So he has all the cookies.
Wow. Yeah, I think at this point he doesn't really want to be too risky as well.
Yeah, I think he just has access to everything. He has enough. Yeah, he's just got all of it. So Primetime's gonna get Vesuva and Talaria West, I believe, something like that. Oh no, he's just gonna go for the value. Okay, he's just gonna value it out. So he's just gonna get another Talaria West. I would like to see maybe the double strike, put him on a clock.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, Imaad has access to worship, right? I'm assuming he sided in. So
and Hamza has. Yeah, I mean, if Imaad plays worship, I don't know what Hamza can do about that.
Exactly.
He does have a mainboard Reclamation Sage, so actually, I don't think that would even do much here, as as Hamza can just find a Tularia West, search for Summoner's Pact, and then kill it with a Reclamation Sage.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and in fact, Hamza does have the Reclamation Sage. We're going to see the Transmute of the Tularia West, and we're going to see Pact of Negation, I would assume. Trying to lock up the game. Protect himself. But okay, he got Summoner's Pact, so he's going to Summoner's Pact again, find another Titan.
Wow. I mean, what
Sun Titan, I mean,
Prime
Time,
yeah.
and then... Oh, he can still go for the Double Strike and Haste, I think. Oh. That's an issue. Thalia's in play, so he cannot actually cast the Primeval Titan. Ooh. Oh. This is maybe awkward for Hamza. Okay, so he still has to cast it, so he may have to look for something else. He still has a Zeus, so I think he can still cast. Yeah, okay, is that Obstinate Bailiff? Yeah, that's Obstinate Bailiff. So Hamza just finding a way of playing around that Thalia while still casting the Summoner's Pact.
A Leon and Arbiter?
A little too late. Leon and Arbiter actually could have been a draw because it prevents the search for... Okay, and we're going to see the game. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, I must say, like, the Amulet deck is really... It has this turn 2 combo, and then post sideboard it also has
it just
resilience.
Turns into like a value deck. Yeah. Just playing out its lands and searching for like the best creature in its deck every turn.
Yeah. And I mean, he did have a bit of a slow start, but he had the displays, he had the Thalia, he had some of the good pieces.
I think his hand was a little awkward that he was relying on the Ether Vial, and as soon as Hamza got rid of that, he was so far behind.
Yeah.
As you saw, Hamza was on like 6 or so life during that game, and if Imaad was able to cast the spells on time, he may have been aggressive enough to beat Hamza.
Yeah, so it's a bit awkward, I mean, with playing colorless lands and a black and white deck.
I think he may have had to aggressive Mulligan, because he didn't have any of the interaction with the lands or the searching. He didn't have the... Okay, so he did bring in the Relic Water, but as we saw, he didn't have Ghost Quarter, Field of Ruin, or the Arbiters. So Hamza was able to go rampant and just do what he likes.
Yeah, wow, what a game.
Okay, so I think that's it for us, guys. We'll see you in the next round.